Good afternoon. I'm Anish Tamhaney here with Tim Bowers, Grant Andrews, and Michael MacGillivray. Today, we're going to talk about artificial intelligence, Alphabet's position moving forward in the industry, and why it's important. There's a lot of skepticism surrounding AI, but as a company built around AI, we have to honestly ask ourselves what we can be doing to make sure that AI continues to change the world for the better. We believe it can be a positive force for society. By being more aware of the issues that AI poses with regard to its bias and discrimination, it can be a catalyst for equality, empowerment, and economic growth in the long run. For all the promise that AI offers, it has met significant criticism from regulatory agencies, consumer watchdog groups, and the general public. Here at Google, thousands of employees protested a potential contract with the military that would have used AI facial recognition software to enhance weapons technology earlier this year. Amazon employees voiced similar concerns about an AI software that would police departments with similar technology. Facebook's chief tech officer came under severe scrutiny after it took the company's AI video processing software over an hour to take down the live stream of the Christchurch gunman's attacks this March. But even this was not the most backlash Facebook received with regard to its AI. In fact, the company sold 87 million records to Cambridge Analytica, which then targeted vulnerable voters with discrimination to influence the Brexit vote. It's clear that the expansion of artificial intelligence in the last 10 years has brought about problems that never existed before. After all, if AI can swing elections, then what else can it do? As AI spreads through our day-to-day lives, it places more power of information consumption into the hands of fewer people. These issues do not even begin to cover bias in AI, the imprints of racist, sexist, and otherwise bigoted views of its creators that influence decisions about interest rates, loans, job capability, and more. Microsoft's Twitter AI persona, Tay, was taken down 16 hours after its launch due to anti-Semitism, racism, and sexism in its comments. This has led some to question whether the ethical implementation of AI can ever be achieved at all. But we are here to explain why, despite its gaping risks, AI is an important part of making the future better, too. Alphabet faces all these risks we know and more that we don't. While these controversies are the bulk of attention that AI has received, the solutions it offers to business problems are literally infinite. If we want to prevent these issues from occurring in the future and change the public perception of AI, then Alphabet has to be an active part of the solution.
A company as large as Alphabet must be extremely careful when implementing its AI because of the number of people it will impact across the world. They must consider each risk heavily and determine the most effective ways to mitigate these risks. We believe the biggest risk of AI is the potential for bias because AI bias can be very harmful to its users. A very common example of this is when AI is programmed to screen out job applicants for highly skilled jobs based on qualifications. It has the tendency to screen out women more often than men regardless of qualifications. To combat this major potential issue, the first step Alphabet should take is to hire a diverse team to program the AI. Trey Boynton, head of diversity and inclusion at Cisco, taught University of Michigan students about the importance of having diversity within a firm's teams so their products are representative of different genders, ethnicities, religions, and other characteristics that the AI could be biased against. There is proof that this method of removing bias is effective, as a study by Sander Hugendorn of Harvard University shows teams with an equal gender mix perform better than male-dominated teams. And this fact is also true for other personal attributes. This isn't a surefire way to remove all bias, so Alphabet must also take additional measures to remove bias. AI itself is not biased, but when trained with random data, there are often implicit biases that cause the AI to act in unexpected and harmful ways. IBM has offered an effective method to stop implicit biases that come from data. As we work to develop AI systems we can trust, it's critical to develop and train these systems with data that is unbiased and to develop algorithms that can be easily explained. To further explain how Alphabet might go about doing this, we can ignore the statistical relationship between gender and occupation or any other set of characteristics. For example, if the AI is given data on computer engineers and men happen to occupy a higher percentage of the dataset than women, the AI should be trained to ignore the statistical difference when solving problems. Another way to remove implicit bias from data would be to expose the algorithm to a more even distribution of examples. An example of this, in addition to ignoring statistics, would be giving AI a dataset that has an equal distribution of people from different backgrounds. With these changes in place, Alphabet will be able to be socially responsible when working with AI. These changes are just as important as the AI itself, because without them, the intended impact will not be reached. With these goals in mind, Alphabet and AI can be a force for change within the world.
At Alphabet, it is a goal of ours to have AI accessible to everyone and be a force for real change. We want to be innovators and leaders in the industry, and we've already taken steps to create an economy to serve all. At Alphabet, artificial intelligence is much more than YouTube recommendations, search engine optimization, and advertising. Our team has been working on great projects to showcase what artificial intelligence can actually do. At the center of our AI efforts is DeepMind, leaders in the field who research and test new AI systems. They have been particularly active and focused on the healthcare industry. DeepMind partnered with Moorfields Eye Hospital to find faster ways of identifying common eye diseases from routine scans for the over 100 million each year diagnosed with eye disease. Their AI system could recommend patient referrals as accurately as world-leading expert doctors for over 50 sight-threatening eye diseases. This is not the only advancement in healthcare for DeepMind. We have recently designed a system that analyzes a patient's health records, including blood tests, vital signs, and past medical history, that could help predict acute kidney injury up to 48 hours before onset. This has a chance to help over 300,000 people who die from these injuries each year. Alphabet and DeepMind are already making AI accessible and make change in the world. DeepMind has also developed a system to save energy within Google servers to reduce CO2 emissions. With the amount of servers Google needs to run its search engine, Gmail, and other services, it takes a lot of energy to keep them cool and running. By building a system that manages cooling more efficiently, DeepMind was able to save around 30% of the energy needed. This showcases the possibilities with AI. It can help make a cleaner, healthier, and more efficient world for everyone. Overall, it is a goal to make AI a positive force for society and create an economy that serves all. Google and its specialized teams are on the cutting edge of this field. With programs like TensorFlow and AutoML Vision, Google is helping ordinary businesses and organizations find creative solutions to a wide range of challenges. One of these solutions is a partnership with the Zoological Society of London, a nonprofit focused on conservation methods for endangered animals. Using AutoML Vision, now in the public alpha phase, ZSL is able to speed up analysis of its data. ZSL relies on motion sensor camera data to track and identify endangered species, which generates thousands of pictures, whether it's an endangered species or just a human walking by. With a machine learning system, we'll be able to translate the large-scale data and identify at-risk species. This significantly increases their conservation efforts. This is just one small example of what is possible with Alphabet's AI services and what can happen when it's available to the public, where organizations are able to leverage the latest advancements in AI. It is important as a company to keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible and create an economy that serves all.
It's not enough to just stop where we are now. We are just touching the surface of what's possible with AI. Yes, we are already working with healthcare, and yes, we are already making it accessible to the public. However, we can't stop there. We want to make it accessible so ordinary people can empower themselves in their everyday life. Citizens should have equal access to information and opportunity. As leaders in this industry, it's our responsibility to be innovative and keep pushing the boundaries of what people think is possible with AI. By increasing our knowledge of the dangers in AI surrounding bias, we can make solutions like these more equitable for the world. With AI, we can tackle inefficiencies in the food system, education system, climate management, disease prevention, and so much more. We want to, and we can, create a better world with artificial intelligence. Thank you for your time, and we hope you enjoyed our presentation. Happy holidays.